Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's monthly mentor. Let me just change to the screen share so you can see the presentation. Okay, you should be able to see the presentation now. Just let me know if you can see the screen and you can hear my voice, and we can crack on with getting you some money. Helping you make some money. That's what it's all about. So if somebody can just let me know that things are working, we can proceed. Okay, Owen, thank you very, very, very much, and welcome. Welcome everybody to this week's presentation. So let me get back to my slides. I want to talk about training because people come to me for training. I've been training people in their businesses offline, all sorts of different businesses, retail businesses, service industry, home businesses for a long time, and online for about 6 years since I took on my first person purely for online training. But I keep asking my question to myself, does it really help most people succeed, all this training? So before we get on to that, I just found this quote today and I thought it was rather nice. It was, in our need to be somebody, we often forget that we are somebody. Okay, so what that means really is just be yourself. Don't try and be somebody else. I know people say, find somebody that's successful and copy them. And people take that all wrong a lot of the time. They try and copy what they are rather than what they're doing. They try and copy exactly their websites and this sort of thing rather than the methodology behind it. They don't model them. They try and copy them. You've got to be yourself. You've got to be yourself, because if you're not, people will sense that there's something false going on there. And that's important. And as I say, I've been teaching people in business marketing for years and years, over 30 years offline, over 6 years online. I've had my own businesses. I'm not going to bore you with all of that. You can always find out more about me if you Google me. There's stuff all over the place about me. But anyway, when I teach people, some take it all on board and they go on and they create massive success. And that is so invigorating. It's a wonderful thing when people actually implement what you teaching, and it works for them, and they make lots of money, or they change their lives, they are able to get out of debt, all sorts of different things. But some people only implement bits and pieces of it, and their success is more limited. But what I've found is most just sort of give it a try, because some of the things that they're asked to do are a little bit outside their comfort zone. And so they don't really want to do that. They just want all the benefits without any of the discomforts, if you like. They want the gain, but not the pain. And quite often the two go together. It's not that it's hard or it's that it's particularly difficult. It's just that it's something new. And until you've done something new 2 or 3 or 4 times, then it becomes not new anymore. It quite often seems intimidating. So a lot of people just give it a try, and they really don't get anywhere with that unless, and this has happened with some of my students that I've done, because I've guaranteed them a certain level of income. You know, if they're paying me $10,000 for a 90-day course, then I've got to give them some sort of guarantee at the end of it that they will have made $10,000 back. So on occasions, I actually do things for them. But the problem with that is that when I stop, so do they. They just don't go on. They don't carry on with the work. They know what I've done. They know what I've taught them to do. They've watched me do things. I've done things with them. And yet, as soon as I leave them, they switch off. They won't do it anymore. And so what happens is some win and some lose. And it's the same teacher, it's still me telling the same people all the, it's the same information. Nothing is different. The information is the same. The presentation of it is the same. It's me telling them. So I've been challenged with how can we get everybody to win? And this is something I've been seeking for over 25 years, well over 25 years, since I first got involved in the home business industry and multi-level marketing. And I was frustrated by the fact that so many people had these big dreams and failed. And so I've been working on ways to change this. And I'll be honest, I've had some success with this pretty recently, or more recently anyway, within the last 2 or 3 years. But there's always been something that stopped it getting where I wanted it to go. It's often been because of something that hasn't been tested, or that's a third party, or things have broken down with merchant services, or there've been lots of reasons for it. But it's never really got off the ground to the extent that it's been ongoing. There's been some breakdown in the system somewhere. And so what is it that's causing this? Well, the only way to guarantee success is to eliminate the variables. To eliminate the variables. And a good system has just one variable. The system is set up, it's designed, it's been tested, it runs and it works. So what's the variable? Well, the only variable then is the user, you. So if we take you out of the equation, then it allows the system to work as it should, and everybody will win. Now, those who would have won anyway, the small percentage, will undoubtedly make more money and make it faster than the rest of the people. But they'll find it easier because of the system and because of what the system offers. So those people that are successful can jump on board and really take their business to a new level because of the system and because it helps other people, because we are stopping the failure element. But those who would have failed will also win. Now, undoubtedly, some will make more than others. But the important thing is no one will fail. If the system is in place, if the system works, and if the variables are taken away, nobody will fail. So what elements are needed for a good system? What elements are needed for people to genuinely make money from home? Well, these are the elements that are needed. And I don't know, any of you got any idea what any of the first three are? Anybody got any idea? The first three, MIS, HTS, and RIS. Can we get anybody to type something in there and just see if any of you have got any ideas? Because a good system's got to have those first three things in it. Number 4, done for you, is something that we're talking about now to eliminate the failures, to get rid of the variables. and to allow you to focus on just one thing, which is spending the money you make. But what about the first three? What should be included in there? Okay, we've got a few ideas coming in. I'll tell you, MIS is multiple income streams, and everybody online that is making a lot of money has multiple income streams. And that is what makes it very difficult on occasions, particularly for new people, because they're told to focus on one thing, just focus on one thing. So how can they focus on one thing and yet have multiple income streams? It's a dilemma. It's something that confuses people. It's something that they don't know, and they focus on one thing. And usually if they're told to focus on one thing, and it's often to stop them dropping out. Just keep going with this. Just keep going with this. Just keep going with this. Because the average dropout is about 3 months in most opportunities. So if they can get you to focus on that one thing and just keep egging you along, they might be able to keep you going for 4 or 5 months or even 6 months before you drop out. So that's why that you're told to focus on one thing. You need to be able to focus on the things that you can do well. But multiple income streams is essential. And so a good system should build that in. It shouldn't be something that you need to do. It shouldn't be something that you need to be going around looking for. It shouldn't be something that you have to keep pushing and diversifying your efforts with. They should happen automatically. So that's important in a good system. And we've got somebody that said HTS was hits and risk. Or HTS and RIS. No, HTS is high ticket sales. And you will probably, if you've been around for a while, have heard people talking about high ticket sales. Because if you are working with something that is producing $20 or $40 or even $50 or maybe even $100 in commissions, you've got to make an awful lot of sales to get to where you want to go. But if you've got commissions that are coming in that are 500, 1,000, 5,000, then you don't have to make as many sales. And let me tell you now that of all the people that are making the money online, the top 2 or 3%, 60% of their income comes from high ticket sales, sometimes more. But it's hard for somebody that's beginning to make high ticket sales because they don't have the confidence. They don't have sales ability. They don't have the structure behind them. So the system has to do that for you. It has to be a system that will make higher ticket sales for you. And high ticket sales are important just for your cash flow. Because if you're spending money on advertising, if you spend $100 on advertising and you make 5 sales and they're for $10 each, you're losing money on your advertising. And to make 5 sales from $100 worth of advertising is pretty good, believe me. So most people try paid advertising, they lose money with it, and they say, it doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. But if you've got high ticket sales coming in, if you make maybe 3 $10 sales and a couple of them upgrade to a higher plan and you make $100 on one and maybe $500 on another, that's $600 and odd in commissions for your $100 spent if you can make 5 sales. So you've got a good cash flow. You've got cash flow coming in. You've got profitability that you can reinvest and upscale with. But you need those higher ticket sales. You need high ticket items. And I don't know, do any of you out there have regular bills? Because Owen's got it, recurring income systems. You've got recurring bills. You need recurring income. You need money that's going to come in month after month after month after month that is guaranteed, because it's all very well having high ticket sales, but if you miss a couple of months of high ticket sales, who's going to pay the bills? You need the residual income. In the old days, the olden days, like when I was young, or even just 50 years ago when I still wasn't even young, one of the best businesses that you could buy was a news agency. And a news agency was great because people bought newspapers, and they bought them every day, sometimes 2 or 3, and especially at weekends or on a Sunday, they would have 2 or 3 different newspapers coming in, and they'd spend time reading them because that's what people did in olden times. And those businesses, news agencies, were always top of the wanted list because of that residual income. They didn't make a lot of money on selling one newspaper, but they had everybody in that area, every house in that area, buying 1 or 2 or 3 newspapers every day. And that added up, to that residual income that paid all their bills, and then they sold candies and fireworks and whatever else they may have sold in that news agency. But that was why it was a business that was successful and sought after. It's changed a lot today. I doubt whether news agencies are top of anybody's list nowadays, because a lot of newspapers are going online now. They getting out. People get their news online. They log in and they read online. They don't go and get a newspaper anymore like they used to do. They don't have them delivered in the same. Some do, but not every house as it used to be. So residual income systems are essential, but you don't want to have to be chasing after them all the time. They want to be built in. They want to be something that is there, that happens automatically. And that is what every system should have. Now, most systems, you'll get quite a number of systems that will tell you that they are done for you, but they will only have those first 3 parts of the system. And some of them won't even have those first 3. Some of them will just give you a money-making website, or even 50 done-for-you money-making websites. So you go out and you pay. You might only pay $50 for them. You might pay $500. I've seen them charge anything from $50,000 to $5,000 for ready-made money-making websites. Okay, and you buy them and you don't make any money. Why not? Because what's done for you? Your website. It's like having a shop in the middle of the desert. Nobody's there. Nobody sees it. Nobody's going to buy anything from you. You know. So most of the best systems will have those first 3 items in. They'll have multiple income streams. They'll have high ticket items in there on the back end, and they will have recurring income systems in there as well. But that's only part of it, because even when you've got those systems, most people fail because it's not really done for you. There's part of it done for you, maybe 90% of it done for you, they'll tell you, maybe 95% of it done for you, but actually getting the people there and then getting those people to buy something is only 5%, but that 5% is going to be what brings you in 95% of your income. And so it should be taking 95% of your time. It's what you need more than anything else. And that is what you need to be focused upon. But most people will find that very difficult. So if we put together a done-for-you system that will stop anybody failing, what it needs is the traffic to the system, and it needs people to convert that traffic into sales for you. And what's the best way of doing that? And the way that most people won't do, and that is picking up the phone. So a really top-notch done-for-you system would need a call center. It would need people. Most people don't like getting on the phone and selling. I don't like doing it. I did it once for about 6 months, purely because I didn't like being on the phone, and I thought, I've got this sort of phobia about telephone calling. So I went out and I got a job as a telesales person, and I in fact became one of the top people in the organization in the 6 months I was there. But I didn't do it for anything other than to get over this sort of phobia I had. But even now, I don't like doing it. I can do it, but I don't like doing it. But there are some people that thrive on it. Some people love it. And those are the people you want in the call center, calling your leads for you, making sales on your behalf. Because if that's happening, you have a 100% done for you system. You have something that you plug into, and you can do extra bits and pieces, and the more you do, the more you're going to make. Yeah. But it's going to mean that you can't fail, because we're getting the traffic, we're contacting the people, we're getting the leads, and we're making them, we're converting them into sales. Okay? But it can't be free. People are always saying, oh, do I have to pay? Yeah, you have to pay. The usual problems that cause failure for people are the recurring billing aspects. People get into something and they might be in some MLM company and they've got to spend $150 a month on products just to be qualified. And then they've got to spend another $20 or $30 on their affiliate website. And before you know where they are, they're spending almost $200 a month, and they've got no money to spend on traffic, even if they could convert it themselves. So there's a lack of traffic there because all the money's going out on things that they don't really need, but they've got to buy to be in the program. What they really need to be spending the money on is the traffic. And then they need to learn how to convert that traffic. Because most systems will not convert traffic for you quickly. They may do over time if you've got a lot of good follow-up sequence emails that keep people coming back and coming back and coming back. Because after they've seen something 7 or 8 or 9 times and they keep seeing it and they see it around here and there, and there's retargeting going on the internet, and they keep seeing the same thing and saying, man, I keep seeing this, maybe it's okay. There's a chance of them buying. But people that visit your website the first time are unlikely to buy unless you pick up the phone. So most people are going to be stuck with this recurring billing aspect, insufficient traffic, and poor conversions on the traffic they get. And even if they can overcome those 3 problems, they've usually got poor cash flow because the commissions are too low to cover what they're spending, or because they're not getting paid for 45 days on the sales they've made. And that's common. Now, if you can get through that initial 45-day period, and then you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, it's not too bad because you've got your sales queued up and they're coming in. But most people can't get through that 45-day period because of all the other problems as well. And that's why people are dropping out in 3 months, 3 to 6 months. 6 months is good for most opportunities. 3 months is perhaps the shortest. 3-4 months is quite normal. People drop out because of these reasons. But you can't have a good opportunity that's free. But what you do need, you need multiple entry levels because not everybody can afford. I mean, we've got a great program knocking around at the moment that's going to launch, and it's a guy called Chris Record. I don't know whether you've heard of him. He's a wonderfully successful and caring online marketer. He's made millions of dollars himself, and he's setting up an internet marketing school. but it's $12,000. And a lot of people can't afford $12,000, and even the ones that could afford $12,000 or borrow it or whatever don't have the confidence to spend $12,000. So you need multiple entry levels. You need entry levels where people can get in, whether they've got $20 or $2,000 or $20,000. And you need fast payments for a positive cash flow, because particularly if somebody is investing large amounts, quite often they're borrowing it on the credit card. And they need to be able to make payments against that. They don't want to be paying interest forever on it. So you need fast payments to come through, and you need fast payments as well, because if you use paid advertising and you want to scale up, you need the money you've made from your first batch of advertising to scale up. You don't want to be waiting 45 days. If you've got a campaign that works, you run it 1 week and bang, it takes off. You want to be scaling up then, but you've got no money because you're not going to get paid for another 45 days. And by the time 45 days has gone, maybe the campaign has lost its impetus because things change. Maybe it was focused on something that was attracting people's energy at that time. You need positive cash flow. And you need something that when you've got it in there, it works on autopilot so that you don't have to be tied to your computer 24/7. The idea of a home-based business and an internet business is that you can put in some effort. And the more you put in, the more you're going to make. That should be obvious to anybody. But most people think that they can go out and buy a $37 push-button system and they're going to wake up to millions of dollars in the bank account tomorrow morning. That's not going to happen, folks. But if you're prepared to spend 2, 3, 4 hours a day on your business and spend the rest of the time having fun, you can build a massive business and have a lifestyle that people will envy. But it can't be free. But what we've got, it will be available from $25 a month. But that will not be done for you. You'll need to work the business yourself. You'll need to get your own leads. You'll need to convert them into sales. And I'll be honest, even at $25 a month, most people will fail. It won't be the fault of the business. It's just what history tells us. It tells us that 90% of people that get involved in a business opportunity are going to fail at it. However, because if you are only spending $25 a month, you can still sell 100% done-for-you services. Your sales will be easier because people like something that is done for them. So if you're struggling for cash, you've only got $25 a month, or you've got a little bit more than that, so you can go out and get some traffic. You can hustle around for traffic. You can say, would you like something that is 100% done for you? You will get a better response than going out to people and saying, look, this is only $25 a month, and if you work hard, you make $20 commission on every $25 sale. And so if you make 5 sales a day, you'll make 100 a day. That's 3,000 a month. People don't want that. What they want is a done-for-you system. So if you can go to people and say, would you like a done-for-you system, 100% done for you, guaranteed to make you money, more people are going to say yes. So even if you're struggling along and you can't get the done-for-you system yourself, it will be easier, and we can probably get that failure rate down to maybe 70 or 80%. I don't know. But with our done-for-you system, even though you're only paying $25 a month, you can make instant commissions of up to $535. So you go out and you sell somebody a done-for-you system, and you make $535. Now you've got some money to spend on traffic. Now you've got some money to scale up. Now you've got something to tell people, whoa, get involved in this. I just made $500 on one sale. People are going to start listening to you. But the way to go with this is either a bronze, silver, gold or diamond level. We've got 4 levels and they are all 100% done for you systems. We're going to provide you with a website, capture pages, the offers that you need, the leads, and importantly, the sales. We're going to pick up the phone and call your leads on your behalf, putting the sales into your business, and we're going to guarantee that you will succeed. But it's not free. And what are the guarantees? Well, the guarantee with the bronze system is that you will be in a cash flow profit within 4 months. So whatever you've spent over that 4 months, you will be in profit at the end of 4 months. And if you're not, we're going to take over your business and run it 100% for you at no cost to you until you are in profit. And that is the guarantee that we offer you. So what's a silver? Well, silver is the same guarantee, but it's just 3 months. And the gold, cash flow profit within just 2 months, and the diamond within 1 month. And why are these different? Well, simply because when you get started, we're going to get a load of leads coming for you, and we're going to pick up the phone and we're going to call them all, and the more leads you can afford, the quicker you are going to get into profit. It really is as simple as that. So if we're getting hundreds of leads and making a larger number of sales as a diamond member than as a bronze, who perhaps we're only making 4 or 5 sales for you, then it's going to be a lot faster to get into profit. And I'll show you that. I'm going to show you that now. Here we go. And these projections that we have here are based on our tests, but they are the lowest end of all our tests. Okay? These are the absolute lowest end of all our tests. And what you see on these columns, column 1 is bronze. This next, not column, the lines, I suppose, aren't they? Rows, they call them, rows, that's it. Row 1 here is bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. And we've taken the lowest possible commissions that you could earn with the lowest possible results that we have been getting. Not lowest possible, I suppose it's possible to get nothing, but if we've been averaging, say, 3 to 6 sales per 100 leads, in this example, we've taken 3. So it's possible that, it could be double these figures. If we're making sales in all of the different levels, bronze, silver, gold, and diamond, the commissions will vary drastically. But we're taking this as all sales being made at just bronze level, which is the minimum you could make. So that is what these figures are about. And in month 1, as a bronze member, the minimum, these are not guarantees. The guarantee is the one we've told you. The minimum number of sales that we expect you to get based on our tests is 3. These are sales, commissionable sales. You're going to make $60 from the Truth Without Hype Ultimate Plan. And you're going to make $105 these are spreadsheet figures. So we've been making 25 to 60% upgrades. So we've taken 25%. Well, 25% of 3 is 3/4. And 3/4 would give you 105, which obviously we can't sell to 3/4 of a person. It could be that you get one sale. It could be that you get none. A full sale will pay you $140. A full sale in SOC will pay you $140. A full sale in TWH pays you $20. So 3 times 20, 60. 3 times, no, not 3, 25% of that, quarter of your 140, 3/4 of your $140, $105. Okay? Understand that these are spreadsheet figures. They are not exact figures. They are projections based on the minimum results we've been getting. So, as a done for you sale in the TWH Ultimate system, you would get $40, but you're only going to get 3/4 of that based on the spreadsheet figures, which is $30. So you would make 60, 105 and 30, total of 195, and your cash flow would be out $500 in month 1 as a bronze member. As a silver member, you're going to get 6 or more sales, probably, not guaranteed. And that's going to give you $120 there, $210 here, $60 in the done for you income, total of $390. You're going to be $607 out of pocket month 1. Bronze, silver, gold. You're going to get $280 in for 14 sales that we are likely to make as a minimum for you. $490, and you're going to get another $50 here because you're going to get an override. If you make over 3 sales in this SOC, you will be getting overrides as a manager. And so that half a sale, you would normally get $100 for an override. That half sale is $50 worth. Done for you. The upgrades that we've got there, 3.5, you're looking at $140, and the total of that is $960. You'd still be $500 in the hole in month 1. But as a diamond member, we're likely to get you 30 sales or more. And that's going to produce you $600 in income at $20 each. It's going to produce you $1,050 in income in SOC at $140. And you're going to get $450 in overrides at $100 each. You're going to get $300 as an absolute minimum in the done for you commissions. And let me tell you that this 300 and this 600 is instant payment. This column and this column is instant payment. The moment we make the sale, the money is in your account. You can take it out, spend it, do whatever you want with it. And you add all that lot up and it comes to $2,400, and you're going to be $403 in profit in month 1. And if you're not in profit, not 403, but if you've not covered your costs in month 1, we will promote your business for you as a diamond member until you are in a cash flow profit situation at no cost to you. Okay, month 2. What happens in month 2? Month 2, similar sort of things, but you're going to get some residual income because these incomes here are residual. If they upgrade, then you are not going to get the residual income on that. But the people that don't upgrade but stay in at this level, you're going to get residual income on. So the residual income based on these sales adds up here. So in month 2, you notice that the number of sales is the same all the way through. That's because we have a minimum requirement to get involved in our co-op and our call centre, and the minimum requirement is likely to produce between 3 and 6 sales per month. That's per share in the call centre. If you wanted to buy more shares, you could. But one share is likely to produce somewhere between 3 and 6 sales per month. And so you see that all are 3 because we're in second month. And so we've not got that boost that you get in month 1. But it's still going to make more income coming in. And what's happened here now is that in month 2, we've got $1,235 for that diamond member who was in profit anyway. So he's now $1,494 in profit. That's taking into account what he spent this month and what he spent last month and everything that's coming in commissions. And these are at the minimum levels. The silver member is going to be $86 out of pocket at the minimum levels. We know for a fact that some people are going to be upgrading at more than the minimum level, and that is why we're prepared to say to this silver member, okay, if you've not broken even on your cash flow in 2 months, we'll pay for your business, promote it, make sales for you until you have a cash flow profit. Because we know that this $86 here out of pocket is more likely to be a few $100s in profit, maybe even more. So that's looking at month 2. Looking at month 3, diamond members now $2,700 in profit. Of course, if he's wise, he invests some of this money in increasing this number here, which increases the bottom line here. Well, you see that the silver member is now $500 in profit, and these two are still not in profit. But we know that as a bronze, as a silver member, it's unlikely that this will be the case because some people will have bought at a higher level. We only need to make 1 sale in 3 months for this silver member to wipe that out and put it into profit if that 1 sale is at the diamond level. And our figures show that more than 1 sale is likely to be at that diamond level. And that's why we're prepared to say if as a silver member you have not got into profit by the end of month 3, we will take on all the expenses of your business and run it for you until you are in a cash flow profit situation. Month 4, same again. You can see that the diamond member has now made over $4,000. That's not bad for a 100% done for you system. That's averaging $1,000 a month for doing nothing. That is pure profit. That is not just income. That is pure profit. The gold members made $1,000 profit doing nothing. The silver member 56, and remember these are minimum figures. And the bronze member is still showing as 109 out of pocket. But once again, we know that that is not likely to be the case, and that is why we will say at the end of 4 months, if as a bronze member you have not got all your money back, as a minimum, we will run your business until you have. So what do these cost? Because I keep telling you it's not free. Well, the bronze member is $697, silver $997, gold $1497, and a diamond is $1997. And let me tell you, those are very affordable by most people, particularly this diamond level with a guarantee for the first month breaking even. A lot of people will go for this. Some people may have the cash in the bank. Some people will put it on a credit card. But we know from the tests we've done, this is one of the most popular levels of entry. Now, all of these plans have the same recurring monthly. I told you that you have to keep going with leads in the call center. And $105 is what one share in the call center will cost. And that is likely to produce you 3 to 6 sales. And they can be at any level. Some will upgrade, some will not. And $39 is for the system and is commissionable. And this is going to provide you with benefits that can only enhance your income. Let me tell you, not from the commission, but from the actual service that this is providing for you in the system. So what's the initial payment split up in? It's split up into 2 payments, and you'll have to make these payments separately, because 213 in the bronze is what we get that we're going to use to pay commissions and buy your traffic and close leads for you. 513 is the same for silver, 1,000 for gold, and diamond. 1,500 of your spend is going into building your business. Okay? This 484 is getting you started in SOC. And as I said before, all have monthly recurring of $144. That's $39 for the SOC system and $105 for your leads and sales. Okay? This is what's going to keep your business going. You can increase this, but you can't be active and reduce it. That is your minimum spend per month after your initial investment, which is made in 2 pieces. The first piece comes to us so that we can make all the sales for you and get everything set up and do everything for you and pay out some commissions to people that have introduced others in the same way that you'll get commissions. And the second goes to SOC. And what's SOC? Well, it's secret, of course. You'll learn more about what SOC is and how we're going to use that to actually ramp these commissions up. But let me just tell you that it is a company that's been going for well over 10 years. It is extremely strong. It's a member of the Direct Sales Association. It is 100% global, and it pays quickly. It pays every couple of weeks. Now, what are you going to get in instant commissions? Bronze, you get 40, and that's what all those calculations were done on. But if everybody that we've done those calculations on came in at silver, you can see you'd be making 3 times as much on the upgraded sales. If they came in at gold, you'd be making almost 9 times as much in the upgraded sales. And if they came in at diamond, well over 10 times as much in the upgraded sales. And that's why we say we only need 1 diamond sale for a bronze member to get them in profit. Over 4 months, it's almost certain that we would do that and more. And that is why we can offer the guarantee we offer. The additional commissions are paid 2 weekly, as I say. The instant commissions are also of $20 per month on people that don't upgrade. Now, that is what we have for you there. I wanted to show you that, and I wanted to just let you know about it because we've not actually launched this yet. And if you want, as one of the members of the 30-minute mentor training, you can be one of the first to get involved. I need to find the page. Okay. What I'm going to do is just put this link in the chat section. If you are interested in this, all you need to do at this stage is go along and enter your email address in the page here, and within 2 or 3 days you will be told where you can learn more, what you can do to get involved in this if you want, and how to go about everything. And it'll all be there, and it'll all be documented, and all the guarantees and everything will be there in black and white. At the moment it's not there, but if you want to be on that early bird list, then you can get in there. Okay? And what you need to remember is that it's not free. You can get started for just $25, but the actual costs that you will be paying are coming up on your screen now, or they should be. So nothing hidden. No, oh, it's not going to cost you 10,000 or even half that 5,000 or even half that 2. None of that. Straight up front, 100% transparent facts for you to consider. And if I can find out where I should be, here we go. Okay. So those are the facts, and that is where you can opt in if you want to. And I hope you found that interesting and useful, because this will stop 90% of the people failing. Is it going to make them rich beyond their wildest dreams? Probably not, unless they really get involved in it and start working it themselves. Because we're going to teach you how to do that as well. But most people never get into a profit situation. And because of that, they don't have the confidence to go and tell others about it. And because they don't have the confidence, when they do try and tell other people about it, it doesn't come over well. And that's why the top recruiters can recruit lots of people, because they've got the confidence, because they're making all the money. And so when they say something, they can say it with confidence, and that comes over. And the people say, yeah, okay. And they join them, and that's why they're top recruiters. But the people that they've recruited then go out and they try and do the same, and they can't, because they've not got that confidence, because they've not made the money. Everybody here will make money. They will have that confidence, and because of that, they will be able, if they choose, to take this business to the sky is the limit. Tim, those people that paid 105 last week, I will be contacting soon, and we will be going through something, and I've got extra special for you. That offer is no longer available. What we had last week, that was special. The people that took it up, and that's fine. They will have the opportunity to participate in this at any level they want, and if they're not happy with what I show you, probably on Monday of next week through the day, then you can have your $105 back. No hard feelings on either side. If you want to go ahead, then boom, yeah, we're going to rock this, baby. We are going to rock it. Yes, Tim. Okay. Now, do we have any questions from anybody on this, any other programs that I run, or on any challenges that you have with your marketing that I can perhaps help you with? Because that's what I'm here for. And I'll stick around for as long as it takes to answer any of your questions if you have them. But if you don't have a lot of questions, then we can call it a day. We can call it a day. It not only sounds great, Tim, it's going to be great. It is going to change people's lives. And that's what's great about it. It's not the fact that you'll be making money. It's the fact that you will be able to be a part of changing other people's lives for the better. And you're going to feel good about that. You're going to feel good about it, even if you're only making 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 a month. You're still going to feel good about it. You're going to feel good about it when you're making more than that for your own point of view as well. But it's there. And have we got any more questions? Yeah, excited. I'm excited too. This is the result of 25 years of struggle. Not struggle for me personally to make money, because I'm one of those people, fortunately for me, that can go out and recruit people. I've built businesses, but I've seen so many people fail. And that's hard. When you're bringing people in, you may think it's easy, and perhaps for some people it is, to bring people in and jolly them along and get them to buy a few products and make some money out of them, and you can bring in more people that are going to take their place when they drop out and all the rest of it. But for me, and in all honesty, for most people that I know that have been successful in MLM, that's hard to take when people don't succeed. Some people can say, oh, they all have the same opportunity. Well, that's like saying we could all be Michael Jordan or Pele, or, it doesn't work that way, because everybody's different. Like I said right at the beginning, remember when you're trying to be someone that you already are someone. You have great talents. Most people focus on what they can't do. Focus on what you can. Okay. No questions coming in. I'm going to wrap it up there then. I thank you all for being here. I hope you found that interesting. I hope you found it more than interesting. I hope you found it exciting. And God bless you all. I hope you join us, not because of any other reason than this is going to make your breakthrough. This is going to be the month where you finally see the light and start generating income from your home-based business. God bless.